What if I told you that one vitamin, backed by real scientific research, has helped millions of people dramatically reduce joint pain, calm inflammation, and move freely again? Sounds like a miracle, right? But here's the truth. If you wake up with stiff knees, aching fingers, or joints that crack and burn with every step, you're not alone. Arthritis affects over 350 million people worldwide, and most treatments only mask the pain instead of addressing the root cause. But emerging studies show that one specific vitamin plays a critical role in cartilage health, inflammation control, and joint lubrication, and most people are dangerously deficient in it. Stick with me, because in this video I'll break down the science, how it works, and how to use it safely and effectively. Let's move. Number 1. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is often described as a sunshine vitamin, but modern research shows it functions more like a powerful hormone that directly influences inflammation, immune balance, bone strength, muscle function, and joint mobility, making it one of the most important nutrients for people suffering from arthritis. In individuals with osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or chronic joint pain, vitamin D deficiency is remarkably common, and studies consistently show that lower vitamin D blood levels are associated with greater pain severity, increased joint stiffness, higher inflammatory markers, faster cartilage breakdown, and reduced physical function. Vitamin D works at the cellular level by binding to vitamin D receptors found in immune cells, cartilage cells, chondrocyte, and bone cells, helping regulate inflammatory cytokines such as TNF-alpha, IL-6, and CRP, which are heavily involved in arthritis progression. When vitamin D levels are adequate, these inflammatory signals are dampened, immune overactivity is reduced, calcium absorption improves, bone density is preserved, muscles become stronger, and joints experience better structural support, together contributing to reduced pain and improved mobility. This is why vitamin D is often described in popular health discussions as the vitamin that destroys arthritis pain, reduces joint inflammation, and restores mobility, not because it is a miracle cure, but because it addresses several root mechanisms that drive arthritis symptoms. Regarding dosage, vitamin D is not measured in milligrams mg, like many medications, but in international units, IU, or micrograms mcg, where 1 microgram equals 40 IU. This distinction is crucial for safety. For general adult health, many authorities recommend 600 to 800 IU per day, but research focused on arthritis and inflammatory conditions frequently uses higher therapeutic doses, most commonly between 1,000 and 4,000 IU per day, especially in individuals who are deficient. Clinical trials have shown that doses around 2,000 to 4,000 IU daily can significantly reduce arthritis disease activity scores, pain levels, and inflammatory markers over several months, while also improving physical function and grip strength. For people with confirmed deficiency, some physicians prescribe short-term high-dose protocols, such as 50,000 IU once weekly, to restore blood levels, followed by a lower daily maintenance dose. However, such regimens should only be done under medical supervision. In terms of timing, research indicates that consistency and absorption matter more than the exact hour, but there are practical reasons many experts recommend taking vitamin D in the morning, ideally with breakfast or lunch. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it absorbs best when taken with a meal that contains healthy fats, such as eggs, yogurt, avocado, olive oil, or fatty fish. Taking it in the morning may also align better with the body's natural circadian rhythm and reduce the small chance of interfering with melatonin production and sleep in sensitive individuals. For those taking higher daily doses, splitting the dose can sometimes improve tolerance. For example, 1,000 to 2,000 IU in the morning with breakfast, and another 1,000 to 2,000 IU with lunch or early dinner. While evening dosing is not inherently dangerous, many people report better sleep quality when vitamin D is taken earlier in the day rather than late at night. Importantly, vitamin D does not work instantly. Improvements in joint pain and inflammation typically occur gradually over 8 to 12 weeks as blood levels rise and inflammatory pathways begin to normalize. Blood testing of 25-hydroxyvitamin D is the gold standard for assessing status, with most experts agreeing that levels below 20 nanograms per milliliter indicate deficiency, 20 to 30 nanograms per milliliter insufficiency, and 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter being optimal for most people, while some inflammation specialists suggest 40 to 60 nanograms per milliliter may be ideal for arthritis support. Safety is equally important. Although vitamin D is generally very safe, chronic excessive intake without monitoring can lead to elevated calcium levels, kidney strain, nausea, or kidney stones, which is why most guidelines suggest 4,000 IU per day as the upper safe limit without medical supervision, even though higher doses may be used temporarily under a doctor's care. When combined with adequate magnesium, vitamin K2, regular movement, and an anti-inflammatory diet, vitamin D becomes even more effective at supporting joint health. In summary, vitamin D is one of the most scientifically supported nutrients for arthritis because it targets inflammation, bone integrity, muscle strength, and immune regulation simultaneously. Taken consistently in the right dose, preferably in the morning with food, and guided by blood testing, it can play a powerful role in reducing arthritis pain, calming joint inflammation, and helping many people regain mobility and quality of life over time. Additionally, vegetables, mushrooms, especially UV-exposed varieties like shiitake and maitake, are the best vegetable source of vitamin D. Mushrooms are one of the few natural, plant-based sources of vitamin D, and this unique property has drawn growing scientific attention for their potential role in reducing arthritis pain, calming joint inflammation, and supporting long-term mobility. Most other vegetables, mushrooms contain a compound called ergosterol in their cell walls. When mushrooms are exposed to ultraviolet UV light, either from sunlight or special UV lamps, ergosterol is converted into vitamin D2, ergocalciferol. Once consumed, vitamin D2 is metabolized by the liver and kidneys into its active form, allowing it to interact with vitamin D receptors found throughout the body, including in immune cells, cartilage, bone, and muscle tissue, all key players in arthritis. Mushrooms offer additional arthritis-fighting benefits beyond vitamin D alone. They are rich in beta-glucans, natural fibers known to regulate immune activity, as well as polyphenol and antioxidants that combat oxidative stress inside inflamed joints. Adding mushrooms to your daily diet is a simple, natural way to support joint health and help reduce pain and inflammation, especially because mushrooms provide vitamin D, antioxidants, and immune-modulating compounds. Here are practical, easy, and effective ways to include them regularly. #1. Start your day with mushrooms. Add sautéed mushrooms to omelets, scrambled eggs, or breakfast wraps. Cooking mushrooms in a small amount of olive oil or avocado oil helps improve absorption of fat-soluble nutrients. Pairing them with eggs also supports muscle and joint repair. 2. Add mushrooms to salads. Slice raw or lightly cooked mushrooms into salads. For extra benefits, choose UV-exposed mushrooms, which contain higher levels of vitamin D. Toss with olive oil and lemon juice to enhance nutrient absorption and anti-inflammatory effects. #3. Use mushrooms in soups and stews. Mushrooms work beautifully in vegetable soups, bone broth, or lentil stews. Slow cooking helps release their beneficial beta-glucans, which support immune balance and reduce inflammation linked to joint pain. 4. Replace some meat with mushrooms. Swap part of your meat intake with mushrooms in stir-fries, pasta sauces, tacos, or burgers. This reduces inflammatory saturated fats while adding joint-friendly nutrients. Mushrooms' umami flavor makes meals satisfy without excess calories. #5. Stir-fry or roast mushrooms. Quickly stir-fry mushrooms with garlic, turmeric, ginger, or black pepper, all known for anti-inflammatory effects. Roasting mushrooms with olive oil and herbs is another delicious option. Leave fresh mushrooms in sunlight for 30 to 60 minutes before cooking to naturally boost their vitamin D content. By making mushrooms a regular part of your meals, you support inflammation control, cartilage health, and joint mobility naturally. Over time, these small dietary changes can make a noticeable difference in how your joints feel and move. Regularly consuming vitamin D-rich mushrooms may help support stronger bones, better muscle coordination, and healthier joints. 3 pillars of pain-free movement. While mushrooms alone will not cure arthritis, they can meaningfully support the body's natural ability to reduce inflammation and manage pain. When included consistently in meals, mushrooms become a powerful, natural food that helps the body fight arthritis pain at its root while supporting long-term joint health and mobility. And there you have it. From vitamin D, rich foods like mushrooms to powerful antioxidants found in fruits such as oranges, the science is clear. What you put into your body can either fuel inflammation or help calm it. Arthritis pain doesn't appear overnight, and it doesn't disappear overnight either. But when you support your joints with the right nutrients, you give your body the tools it needs to heal, move, and stay strong. Remember, small daily choices can lead to big changes in how your joints feel and function over time. If you found this information helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who struggles with joint pain, and subscribe for more evidence-based health insights you can trust. And now I'd love to hear from you. Which joint gives you the most trouble right now? Knees, hips, hands, or shoulders? Drop your answer in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going.